ایا شاه محمود کشور گشای به گر نترسی بترسد خدا میازار بوری که دانه کشد که جان دارد و جان شیرین خوشد.
These couplets are the principles of Irani culture. Do not even harm an ant because an ant also has a life, and all lives are important. In 1890s, Irani Parsis came from Kerman and other parts of Persia, and like everybody else, fell in love with the city. From their transit homes, Bombay or Mumbai became their only home in the country. Here is the famous anecdote of their great migration.
There was a king by the name Jadav Rana, and this king wanted the Parsis to go away because he said, my area is quite full and I don't have space for people who want to migrate here. So one of the priests from the boat immediately called for a bowl of milk and some sugar. As soon as the bowl of sugar and milk was brought, he took a handful of sugar and directly put it into the milk. The bowl which was filled with milk did not overflow. This is the way of that priest trying to explain that just as the sugar dissolved in the milk, we Parsis will also mingle with your community and we will stay harmoniously.
Iranis were cheerful and intelligent businessmen. Deepak Rao, a Bombay puff, tells their tale.
Iranis, Zoroastrians as well as Muslim Iranis migrated to Bombay around the 1890s and 1895, and they brought this concept of the chai khanas of Iran into Bombay. And in Bombay by 1900, one or two Irani restaurants had opened. One of the earliest was Cafe Wellington in Dhobi Talao, followed by the famous Kayani, which is there still existing at the corner, but Kayani does come up much later. It's established in 1904. Its present structure is in a 1912 building, the Jair Mahal. 1906, a lovely Irani restaurant comes up below the Grant Road bridge called A1 Restaurant, and that's how the Irani restaurants, the Iranis started taking on rent all the corner buildings in Bombay city. In particular, the corners of buildings were not considered very auspicious by normal Hindus and others, but the Iranis had no such qualms about taking on rent and making a living out of it.
Irani cafes had innovative and candid names. There was a reason behind that innovation too.
Irani restaurants always evokes a different nostalgia. Many of them have been named, or most of them, in three different categories. One is in the name of the British Crown. After taking permission from the British authorities in Bombay, they have gone in for like even Viceroy restaurant, King Edward VIII. They have gone in for Ripon, Lord Irwin still survives. They went in for all these English names. Taking the permission of the British, they got permission and they gave it English Rajano Naam, English King's name. That is what they did. Then they went in for traditional name like Khoda-e-Noor. These are all Persian Urdu words, Persian basically. They have gone in for Gulshan-e-Iran. These are the evoke, Persian thought to them. Then Light of Asia, Light of Persia. So this is how their naming has taken place. And then there is a funny category which we have discovered. The late Behram contractor, better known as Busy Bee, had told us about this Iran-like restaurant on Palton Road. We still stand. Iran-like restaurant. One has to imagine what it means. Behram contractor's interpretation was that when they went for a municipal license in the early 1900s, the municipal clerk asked him, what are you going to name your place? He said Iran Jevu, just like in Iran, so Iran-like. So his friend told him Iran-like, so the fellow wrote Iran-like, the name became Iran-like. This is a humorous one. Then one great name is that it evokes memory of Charlie Chaplin. Modern Times was released, and just around that time Irani hotel opened in that Lal Bagh Parel area in front of Bharat Mata, Hind Mata, and he named it Modern Times.
Kayani and Company at Kalba Devi was founded in 1904. Interestingly, it is one of the oldest Iranian restaurants in Mumbai. Few know that Lord Curzon, who was responsible for Bangladesh partition, had once visited the place. He left in awe of the food. Even today, Kayani is a favorite among Mumbaikars of all age groups, where one of the most loyal customers shares the saga.
I'm 55 now, and my father and my grandfather, we were all coming here, since then. I mean, this restaurant has been pretty old. And my favorite, we come here for the bun maska, okay, the pudding, chai, and my keema pav.
So would you still like to visit this?
I mean, probably, till I'm alive.
B. Mervan and Company, founded in 1914, was an instant hit because of its location. Some people visited the cafe to relish the delicious brun maska and other Irani delicacies. Customers travel distances to meet only the Irani owner and share a cup of tea with him. One of these customers traveled from Dahisar to Grant Road every day.
This is a very old restaurant for me because here you will get fresh food, no complaint. Hygienic is also okay. And since the owner also they carry out the work, that is sitting on the counter. He's not thinking that I'm a boss. And here you will get fresh tea in very economic rates.
Cafe Sasanian at Marine Lines has stood the test of time for over 100 years. However, Bastani, opposite Kayani, met a sad end in 2003. Cafes like Leopold changed their policies to survive.
In the modern era, the change, for example, is Cafe Mondegar on Colaba Causeway next to Regal Cinema, and of course the ever famous or notorious Cafe Leopold is always there, and permanent marks are there on it, which are rather very sad events have taken place there, but it is there. But they have gone in for modern only beer and whiskey and all these things. The traditional Irani food is not there, or bread and bun maska nobody goes to eat at either Leopold or Mondegar.
Cafe Britannia is a cafe of many colors. The cafe is a worldwide phenomenon. From Queen Elizabeth to Abhishek Bachchan, and from Obama to his own American ambassador have visited the place to eat, pray and love. Baman Kohinoor, 91 years old owner, is an interesting person to say the least. He has a British flag in the cafe and explains, "Mara papa ne British ach kamai potu."
Yes, of course, we had the honor of having Abhishek Bachchan with Mr. Bowman Iran, that actor. And he came here for lunch. He had his lunch and he liked the food very much. And sometimes, irregularly, he comes here, but he comes with other actresses. He has never come with Aishwarya. So I requested him, next time when you come with Aishwarya. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for me to give you admission. You see? So he said when the baby will grow up a little, then all three of us will come together. So that is why. But he ordered for 100 fools the next day. And they celebrated in Bollywood, they celebrated the birth of the baby. And everybody liked to celebrate.
Kohinoor spoke about the legendary cafe. He mentioned that the equally famous Cafe Yazdani is owned by his uncle. It is the only cafe which was permitted to run 24/7 during the British rule. Baman exclaimed that his cafe has antique furniture to enhance the grandeur of the cafe.
Means for each chair you pay 5. Today, this is an antique. So people from Chor Bazaar come here and they ask me if they want to buy. They are offering me 2,000 rupees per chair. They go and polish it, repair it, and they sell it for 2,500, 3,000 rupees. But now we are not getting any more chairs from Poland. There also they are not manufacturing such chairs.
Cafe Military at Fort is an architectural art piece. The owner of the Airy Cafe has set future hopes on you.
Future, we don't know what the future is going to be. And that will be decided by the next generation to follow. So I cannot tell you exactly what is going to be there. I can only hope for the better part.
Mumbai
Meadow
boasts
Street.
of the most Irani cafes, which is 25 running currently. Deepak Rao predicts the last Irani standing.
See, I would put the last Irani standing, according to the owner of Sasania, Mr. Merwan Kola, is that the last Irani standing may be Yazdani at Kawalji Patel Street. His bakery products will never end. And the new generation has stepped in and they are interested in running the place. So they have got a good chance of continuing.
Visit an Irani cafe today for not only the food but the Iranis that will sweep you off your feet. Let's hope this sun never sets.